Hey there YouTube, this is Showcase Watches. Today bringing you a video about the OMEGA SPEEDMASTER Professional and the new launch of 2021. As many of you guys know, there's been rumours circulating about the OMEGA SPEEDMASTER Professional being discontinued and a new one to replace it. All that is absolutely true. I have got very, very reliable sources for this information and I believe it to be accurate and true. So the OMEGA SPEEDMASTER Professional needs no introduction. I've talked about this watch in depth in the past and there is loads of great videos out there with the history of the OMEGA SPEEDMASTER Professional, its importance to horology and just generally a really, really cool watch. So, you know, check out my videos, check out other YouTube channels. There's been some really in-depth reviews of this watch. So this watch is getting replaced. The OMEGA SPEEDMASTER Professional is getting replaced and it's going to be replaced with pretty much the same watch again, but with some really cool extra features. And these features are fan favourites. And this is what I love about OMEGA. They listen to what the fans want, they listen to the consumer, and they deliver in abundance. So how did the rumours start? Well, first of all, we know that the authorised dealers couldn't buy any more inventory stock from OMEGA. OMEGA put the stop on purchasing of this watch by the ADs, first indicator of a new watch has been released. So once OMEGA tell the authorised dealers stop selling the professional moonwatch or stop ordering the moonwatch, that's a clear indication there is a new one on the way. This happened, the rumours got out, the secondary prices on these have started to go up, not massively. You know, we're not talking about Rolex. Rolex, when something gets discontinued, goes up by thousands. The OMEGAs go up by hundreds. So, you know, whereas you could buy this watch for 3,200 British pounds a couple of months ago, you're now paying 3,600. So it's gone up, you know, 400 pounds, and it will continue to rise steadily. So if you've got one of these, don't sell it yet. You know, keep hold of it. It's a cool watch. If you are going to buy the new one, do not just trade this in with your authorized dealer. Keep hold of it a while and sell it. Sell it yourself. Don't just trade it in, because the trading value of these will be really, really poor. But if you were to sell it yourself, you'll get a good price for it. So what's the new watch going to be like? Well, first of all, this is leaked, not from my usual source, but this is leaked nonetheless, that the OMEGA SPEEDMASTER Professional the new one is going to be released on Tuesday, January 5th, 2021. Now, I'm videoing this on, I'll tell you, the 2nd of January 2021. So in 3 days' time, we will know if that's true or not. Like I said, this isn't from my usual source, so this, I think, could be right. We'll see. We'll see. If it is right, remember, guys, you heard it here first. Tuesday, January 5th. Now, why Tuesday? Well, Speedy Tuesday. You know, why not wait until the first working day of the year, you know, which would be Monday the 4th of January. They're not going to do that. They'll wait for a Tuesday. And that's what tends to make me think that my source is correct on this. Tuesday the 5th of January is going to be the release of the OMEGA SPEEDMASTER Professional. You've heard it here first. On Wednesday the 6th, you might look back at this and say, Showcase, you know, what you're talking about, that's not true. I got this information from a different source to where I got the watch information, so I'm 100% confident that the watch information is correct. The release date, I am 60% certain. So, you know, 3 days' time, we'll see. So what's the new watch going to be? Well, it's going to be 42 millimeters, same as this one. Remember, this is the OMEGA SPEEDMASTER Professional. This is not the Ed White. So the Ed White is 39.7 mil. This is 42 millimeters. But it wears smaller. It wears smaller than 42 millimeter. It doesn't wear as a big watch. It wears 41 millish. It's a cool watch. It really is a, you know, really, really comfortable, cool watch. So it's going to be 42 mil. They have upgraded the movement in this from the 1861, which is in here. So we had the caliber 321, which was the one that went on the moon. We had the 861, which took over from the 321. We then had the 1861, which is in here, and this one's getting replaced to the 3861. So it's basically the 1861 has been given a boost. It's been given some upgrades, and that upgrade includes the coaxial escapement, which the coaxial escapement, that is pretty much on all the watches in the Omega lineup now. It's the master chronometer, so it goes through all the rigorous testing. It's more accurate. It will still be manual wind, so it is. Just think of it as the beefed up 1861. It's the 1861 with all the modern tech, but still manual wind, which I really, really respect Omega for that, because it'd have been so easy for Omega just to stick one of their automatic chronograph movements in this watch. They're not doing that. They're going with the 3861. And the 3861 debuted in the Omega Speedmaster Professional 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 mission. I've owned that watch, and I've actually rebought that watch, which I'm actually getting that watch on Monday. So I'll be bringing that watch to you on Monday. I will talk to you more about why I've picked that watch and so on, because there is a bit of a backstory to this. But yeah, so the 3861 movement, really, really cool movement. It's very, very accurate, far more accurate than the 1861, I will say. The 1861 we all love. It's not the most accurate watch by far. The 3861, far superior movement. So, brilliant upgrade from Omega. I can't fault them. I think that's a great upgrade. What else have they done? They've done the bracelet. So the bracelet's going to be very, very similar to this one. All this information I'm giving you now, forget the release date. All the information I'm giving you about the watch is 100%. I am 100% happy with my source who's given me this information. I know it to be true. If I'm wrong, I will be amazed, and I'll just be amazed if I'm wrong. So this information I'm giving you, I am 99.9%, it is accurate. So the 3861 movement, that's a natural progression. You'd expect that anyway. The bracelet is going to be pretty much the same bracelet, but as you can see, Omega do tend not to give their bracelets much of a taper. Not like Rolex. Quick wristwatch check. I've got the Batman on, and you can see that how Rolex taper their bracelets. This is one of the things I love about Rolex in comparison to Omega. Omega just don't put that much taper on their bracelets, and the Omega Seamaster Professional has no taper at all. That's why I went for the No Time to Die model, because I much prefer the bracelet on that one. I digress. So this one, it's going to be the same bracelet, but we are going to have more of a taper on the bracelet. So I think it's going from 20 millimeters, and it will go down to I think 16 at the clasp. 18 at the clasp. So it goes from 20 to 18 at the clasp. So it's got more of a taper on it than this model. We've got the dot over 90 on the bezel. Now I did think that Omega might have gone for the ceramic. I thought Omega might have used this opportunity to go for the ceramic bezel. That's what they did with the other professional lines. They did it with the Omega Speedmaster Professional, the Apollo 11 50th anniversary. They put the ceramic bezel on that one, and I believe it's a ceramic bezel on the Snoopy that's come out as well, and it's also ceramic bezel on the Ed White that's coming out. So the Professional will be the one with the aluminium bezel. I honestly thought they'd go for ceramic. I really did. But from my source, no, they are sticking with aluminium. They are staying true to the original, and they are going with aluminium. But they are changing it to a dot over 90. Now, those of you who know your Omega Speedmasters, and those of you who know Omega and know your vintage watches, the dot over 90 is a big deal. Fans of the Omega Speedmaster love the dot over 90. It is, and this is what I'm talking about. Omega, they care about the fan. They care about they're not just out to sell a bunch of watches. They do actually care about what they're selling, and they listen to what the fans want, and they deliver in abundance. They really are a superb brand for this. So the dot over 90 is returning. We're getting the dot over 90 back, which I am a big thumbs up on the dot over 90. To the point where I would nearly sell this watch to get this new watch, because the upgrades that they've put into it are just, they're making the Omega Speedmaster Professional an awesome watch into a nearly perfect watch, in my opinion. So the dot over 90 is back, which is a big thumbs up to Omega. We've got a stepped dial. So again, the Speedmaster fans, the step dial, it has more depth to it, has more... The Omega Speedmaster Professional, this version, it doesn't have a great deal of detail to the dial. It doesn't have a great deal of character to the dial. The stepped dial does. The stepped dial is going to be such an improvement to this model. And on top of the step dial, we've got the applied logo. So Omega, in days of old, always put the applied logo on the watches. This one isn't. This is just a printed logo on this one. So again, a big improvement on this version. It'll be interesting to see what the new watch does to this watch, whether it will push the prices up of this watch, or whether or not people think, why am I going to buy this one when the new one is so much better? So time will tell. But we have seen prices on this particular model steadily going up on Chrono24 and online auctions. So, you know, I mean, for me, I'm an Omega man, so long may it continue. You know, I hope everyone who's got one of these has got a good investment, because this is a watch that I have told people for years, you know, it's a great watch. This is the watch that you should start out with. If you start collecting watches, the Omega Speedmaster Professional is probably the first one. It's the most iconic watch of all time. This and the Rolex Submariner, it's between them. You know, you decide. Me personally, I'm going to say the Omega Speedmaster Professional is the moon watch. You know, it's certified by NASA. This is the most iconic watch. Others will argue the Submariner. So, you know. So we've got obviously we've got the step dial, we've got the applied logo. There's a price increase, as we can imagine. The price increase, now this is one where the information is a little bit sketchy. I was told £7,000 for this watch. Bearing in mind that here in the UK, it's 4,200 for the Headlight Glass version. £7,000. I don't believe that. That is some information I've been given from a very, very reliable source. I don't believe it to be true, because £7,000 is a massive jump. It's a massive jump in price. From 4,200 for this watch, they could put the new Omega Speedmaster up to 5,000, 5,200, and people would grumble a little bit at it, but 7,000 is massive. One of the reasons why it's plausible is because if you look at the rest of the Omega line, 7,000 is probably putting this watch into the category of where it needs to be. You know, the Omega Seamaster Professional, the No Time to Die, 7,880. It's not an icon. That watch is more of a movie prop. I mean, I own that watch. I think it's an awesome watch, but it's a movie prop, really. This is an icon of icons. I think Omega can charge 7,000 for this and probably get it. I will just be amazed if they jump the price from 4,200 up to 7,000. But they did sell the Omega Speedmaster Professional, the 50th anniversary model of the Apollo 11. That is currently retailing at £8,250 on their website. Fair enough, you can't get them at retail. They're now on the secondary market about 10,000. You look at the Omega Speedmaster Professional, the Snoopy, that's over 8,000. The Omega Speedmaster Professionals are an expensive line. 7,000 maybe where it's going to be. 3 days' time we'll know, if my source is correct. So yeah, well, 7,000 to me is a huge jump, but who knows? In this day and age, who knows? Who knows? The final thing they're doing is on the back of the case, which you won't be able to see in the camera, I don't think, but we've got, on the back here, it reads, I should know this word for word really, flight qualified by NASA for all manned space missions. That's on this watch. On the new watch, it's going to be flight qualified by NASA for all human space missions. So they've swapped out the manned to human. So obviously they've gone PC with the case back, because obviously nowadays it isn't. When that was written, it was just men going into space. It was just men walking on the moon. You know, 2021, everyone's in space. You know, men, women, everybody. So it's only right that they changed the case back to human space flight rather than manned. It's a small change, but it's a politically correct change, which, you know, as we know, we live in the age of snowflakes, so we've got to be politically correct in everything that we do and say. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this information is accurate? I have been told it by a very, very good source. The two areas that I'm not 100% on, one is the price, if it goes up to £7,000, it will be staggering. If it goes up to £7,000, this watch, the original with the 1861, is going to skyrocket in price. These are going to go up to probably, I don't know, 5,000. They're currently hovering around at 3,500. This will probably go up to about £5,000. £7,000 is a massive jump, but it makes sense. It would make sense if Omega was to price the new Speedmaster at £7,000. It would make sense. I just don't think they would do it. I don't think Omega have got the balls to put their prices up that much. That is a massive hype. I think realistically, if I was to be a betting man, I think the new watch will probably come in at 4,990, 5,000, somewhere in that bracket. I think it's going to go up in value. I think it's going to be more than this one, but I can't see it being 7,000. I just can't see it being 7,000. If they're charging £7,000 for it, it better come in a special box, because that's what they did when they moved from the when I think it was 2014, when they moved from the old leather box, and then they put the price hype on this watch. They increased this price quite significantly, and what we got for our money was a big fancy box, extra straps, extra tools, and things like that. If they put it up to 7,000, I'm expecting a pretty impressive box. So we'll see. Time will tell. If my source on the price is correct, if my source on the date is correct, we will know in 3 days' time. So let's see if I'm right. So Tuesday, January 5th, is the launch of the Omega Speedmaster Professional, the newest model that is going to take over from this one. So I'm told. I know that the information about the watch itself is correct and 100% accurate. I've seen pictures of the watch and I've seen the spec sheet of the watch. So I know the information to be correct. What I don't know to be correct is the date. The date I've been told by a separate source, but it's a source within the industry, and they would know. January 5th, they would know that information. I think it's right. So we'll see. 3 days' time, we'll see. So listen, guys, thank you for watching. Check out my other videos. Check out my reviews, obviously, of this watch and all the other watches that I've done. I do the occasional live stream. But check out the rest of the channel. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment in the comment section, and I will try and get back to you, because I'm fascinated to know what you guys think is going to happen. I know the watch information is accurate. January 5th, Tuesday, January the 5th, release date. I'm 70% accurate. I think it's true. The price, I am 60%. £7,000, I'm 60% that's true. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you very much, guys. Wishing you all a happy new year. I hope you've all had a good Christmas. Wishing you all the best for 2021. Let's hope it is a better year and the dreaded pandemic disappears with the great aid of the vaccine. And yeah, all the best to you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one.